Welcome back. Celebrating people's journey to recovery. Albuquerque Celebrates Recovery exists for this exact reason, and as well as those supporting those in recovery and those who love people in recovery. With September being National Recovery Month, Serenity Mesa will be hosting their 5th Albuquerque Celebrates Recovery event, and only this year, of course, things will be virtual. We spoke with Jennifer Weiss-Burke. She's the executive director at Serenity Mesa, finding out more about how Albuquerque is celebrating this month and what the word recovery truly means.
Joining us this morning, we have Jennifer Weiss-Burke, the executive director with Serenity Mesa. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Thank you so much for joining us. September is National Recovery Month, Jennifer. I want to talk about that in general, but also about a virtual event you guys have coming up. Before we get into that virtual event, though, can we talk about recovery and what does it really mean?
I think recovery means something different for everybody. I think recovery is really, recovery is important because we have so many people who struggle with an addiction to drugs or alcohol or really a lot of different things that people struggle with. But recovery is just about finding the tools and the resources that you need to live the life, a healthy life. And I think that's really important. And just being able to know that people are there for you to kind of walk along with you in your journey.
We were talking before we started this interview that because of COVID-19, we're seeing more people obviously isolated, and this could be impacting their recovery right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're hearing reports of just drug and alcohol use increasing, overdose deaths are on the rise, people seeking help for in hospitals for mental health issues. I mean, it's, people in isolation is really taking a toll on people's mental health and on substance abuse issues. And, I want people to know that they're not alone. And that's kind of why we do this event every year. And, this year it looks a little different because we're having to do it online. But, we really want people to be able to find the resources that they need and the help that they need, especially now in this time of COVID where everybody's, I think, feeling isolated and alone.
Jennifer, recovery is a very tricky topic. Too often we do hear that people who are addicted to opioids or any other type of narcotics, it takes them several times to go through rehab to finally get to the recovery stage. For families are at home who are watching and they don't understand exactly why maybe their loved one continues to relapse, can you explain to us about that?
Yeah, I mean, addiction is, a lot of people just think, well, just stop using drugs or alcohol and you'll be fine. And it's just not that easy. I mean, the more people use, the longer they use, the harder it is for them to stop. But, it becomes, that's why they call it addiction. It's not just something that you can turn on and turn off. It's something that takes years sometimes to rewire the brain. And for somebody to learn to use new coping skills and new methods for dealing with stress and anxiety and depression, because for a lot of people, drugs and alcohol, that's kind of their go-to. And, when you're used to self-medicating that way, it takes a long time for us to really learn different methods to deal with those kind of stressors and those kind of issues. And so, yeah, it can take multiple times at treatment centers. And my advice to families is just never give up. Never give up on your loved ones. Never just kind of wash your hands of them and say, oh, I'm done. They've had way too many chances, because you never know when they need you the most, and it could be the last time for them to get better.
And I believe that's your goal with Serenity Mesa, right? Never giving up.
Yes. Right, never give up. Yep.
Let's talk about this virtual event that you'll be holding soon.
So we're doing a lot of different things throughout the month of September. Everything's going to be on Facebook, and we have a website as well that's going to advertise everything. But every Monday, we're doing a prayer. So Monday morning at 7 a.m. on Facebook Live, we're starting off with a morning prayer. Different people, different faiths are doing it every week. And so it just kind of starts the week off right. So 7 a.m. on Monday mornings. We're also doing daily events in the afternoons at 3 and 4 on Facebook Live, spotlighting different treatment resources in our city, and also people in recovery. So we're doing testimonials that we'll be posting kind of throughout the month. And we're just we're trying to offer a variety of things, whether it's resources, whether it's people that are in recovery that can give hope to somebody else who's struggling, telling their story. We're just trying to hit everybody. We're doing stories about family members who are struggling, So really just trying to reach everybody out there that needs help. And people can find us on our Facebook page, which is Albuquerque Celebrates Recovery, or on our website, which is abqrecovery.org.
Let's say some of our viewers are able to tune in and watch your virtual event, and they find themselves in a situation where they do need help. Where can they go and seek that help?
You know, we have a link to a list of resources on our website at abqrecovery.org. But sometimes, it's really difficult to make those phone calls. And so there is a New Mexico Crisis and Access line that's open 24/7 that people can call. They can Google New Mexico Crisis and Access line for that phone number. And, I think I run a youth facility. So our facility is for 14 to 21. People call us all the time for help, not just for their youth, but for adults as well. And so we try and find access to resources whenever we can. And our number is 505-877-3644. So people can call us and we'll do whatever we can to find them help too.
Jennifer, some great information that you're passing on, and I know you're going to have even more coming out with this virtual event. I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you.